God's beauty is shown in our ugliest moments. And that's what I call a masterpiece. Your next move be your best move, on God. That's for real like the Neptunes, on God. No ego, cause I gotta take off like the Migos, on God. It's the best move if you ain't talking about that, God bless you, on God. Like an ego, cause I gotta take off like the Migos. You've been giving it your all, you've been reaching for the stars in the storm, you can tell me what it feels like. Famalam, God Made Dirt, season 3, we in. And let's just share something with the folks. So y'all know we about transparency. So we started this show, right? But we didn't have the record button on. I didn't have the record button on, right? So gotta shake off off-season rust, man. So we gonna hop right into it. Season 3, we back. Now, before we get started, make sure you lay hands on that like and subscribe button, man. And we do want to say thank y'all for all the support, all the feedback for season 2. We appreciate it. If you haven't watched season 2, make sure you go watch that later. But it's about season 3 right now. You know, God Made Dirt, the podcast where we have real conversations behind the curtain of religion. The stuff that the church may be too religious to talk about, or the world may be too embarrassed to talk about. That's the stuff that we gonna get into. And you know we back with me, your boy Marcel B, the MC, on God. It's out there, it's streaming, all platforms. The video's out there. More coming soon. We got the one to be adored, BK in the house, Hey. You already know. And then we got, the drummer extraordinaire, Cigars with Mike, coming soon. Money Mike, man. What up, bro?
What it is.
Yeah, and then we got a new family member in the house. She's over our land ministry, Ventura County's own Lashelle. Yeah, now we're going to get to know her later in the show. But she didn't join us, man, and we're blessed to have her. And last but definitely not least, the chief geek himself, the code breaker, Tarmel. What up, bro?
You're welcome.
I feel like Jay-Z should have stopped playing. If you feeling like a pimp, then
shoulders up.
Yeah, man. You know what? He is super Dougie, man. Let's spotlight the code breaker chief geek, man. Tarmel, you fresh, man. Between them shades and that shirt, bro.
You just blending in, man. The color coordination all around you.
I swear to God, I put it on 5 minutes before the show, bro. I had on a t-shirt. I was feeding the baby. He just threw up on me.
Nice, man. And speaking of baby, so let's get into everybody's off season, man. How's everybody been doing? Because we're gonna kick it off with BK, because BK got some big news for the folks. Last season, one of the episodes that stood out was hurt people, and BK got into her love life at a deep level, man. So BK, go and break news to the people and telling them about your off season. How'd it go? What you got?
So my off season went great. Stock market went up. And I'm in a relationship. I'm off the market.
Nice, man. That's what's up. So everything been going good. Y'all been treating each other well and all that.
She dating now. She courting.
Oh, sorry. Tell everybody, put the presses out.
Nice. Money Measy. What's been going on with you, bro? What's new, man?
Man, been doing still some shows here and there. Working on this cigar business between you and Tarmel. Got a full-time job while the season is down for the theater. So yeah, just vibing out, being more in tune to my relationship with Yara as well. Right. So just been locking in.
Right. That's fire, man. And Chief Geek, Tarmel, you said baby. Now baby didn't come up last season. So what did happen in your off season, bro?
Baby Jordan in the building, man.
Jeez.
Baby Jordan's in the building. You know what I mean? Keeping me up at night, making me realize I ain't 20s no more. You know what I mean? But it's all good. He totally worth it.
That's amazing.
It's an amazing journey.
Congrats,
Thanks, bro. This time I'm gonna slow down and enjoy the ride.
That's fire, man. I just want to say congrats, BK on the love life, Mike on a new job, new business, Tarmel on a new baby, man, new addition to the family. Me, Money Mike then got me on stage for the first time in 10 years, had a show, performed on God. It went off, but man, it was super dope. Had a great time, so much so that we're going to do some more.
Played it live at that.
We played it live for first time ever, man. Just amazing, Rehearsal was a breeze. The show was a breeze. It was well received. And just God been dope. I'm actually going to be on a TV show called The Lowdown with James John. It's a TV show based out of Orlando, Florida. Actually, a Black-owned studio, Afrotainment. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fire. But, man, as y'all, has y'all testified, man, God's been dope in our offseason, and he's going to continue to be that. Now, I did this on purpose, right? Because we're going to get to Lashelle, the newest family member. Now, a great addition to the family. We blessed to have her. So what we're going to do is we're going to go backstage with her and dive into the life of Lashelle, you did?
Hey, so my name's Lashelle, the newest podcast member of God Made Dirt. And just to share a day in a life with me, I typically start my day out at the gym. I have to get my mind right, my energy right, my spirit right for the day. A lot of stuff comes my way, and I have a pretty high level stress career. I'm building a business as well. So very stressful. I typically go on coffee meetings throughout the week and meet other local business owners in the area, help them out with their businesses, discuss how we can collaborate. I work with a creative agency to help me with some of my marketing materials, particularly like shirts and things of that nature. And so this was the first time I got some branded t-shirts and polos, because I like to look professional, but I want it to be easy. So very proud of myself for doing that. I live in sunny Southern California, originally from New Orleans, however, but I live in Ventura County, which is about an hour north of Los Angeles and 45 minutes south of Santa Barbara, and we're pretty close to Malibu too, so definitely a sweet spot. This particular day was a Sunday. My husband and I were out taking a stroll and enjoying the beautiful weather, and I decided to get a tattoo because we just do random things like that to enjoy life. And we also went to Jamaica, so I thought I would catch this beautiful sunset at the airport. Landed in Montego Bay for my husband's 30th surprise birthday trip, and some friends met us there, which was also a part of his surprise. And we had a great time. We love to travel. So, all right, catch you guys later. Be sure to tune in.
A deeper dive, Lashelle. Won't you tell the people what you want them to know about you? And then also tell us what made you want to join us on GMD. I mean, we blessed to have you, but let's, tell the people, those things when it comes to, how you see the show, and tell them some stuff about you.
All right. What do I want the people to know about me? That's a good question. I'm hot. That's honest, open, and transparent. That's the way I've lived my entire life.
Fire.
And that's what made me want to join and partner with you all, is that it's the opportunity to, teach people more about God and who he is and broaden their perspectives through our experiences. So when I met up with you all for the first time, it just felt like family. And I was like, I'm with it. I'm always with breaking down the barriers and challenging mindsets, right? Not saying that anybody's mindset is wrong, but to challenge it so you just have a different perspective.
That's super dope, man. And again, we blessed to have you. It's going to be an amazing season, it's specifically because you joined the crew, and we look forward to getting your perspective on all these topics. Now, it's time to dive in, y'all, because we ain't going to keep the people long, but we're going to keep it strong, you did? So look here. Now, this topic, and what's great, man, usually when you bring somebody new to the team, they try to just ease in, or maybe they may be timid. Lashelle has not been that. Let me tell y'all that. Now, it's been smooth, and she's been a great addition and great input. So this topic that we diving in today, her and BK actually were super strong on it. And so the fellas just followed suit. You know what I'm saying? They were so strong and leading that we had no choice, man. We all understand happy wife, happy life. So we understand when a woman has got her mind made up, you just got to follow suit, you dig? But it's actually a great topic. So today we diving into red flags, right? Your gut versus the Holy Spirit. Are they one and the same? Are they two different things? So as we dive in, the first question I want to ask y'all, right? And Lashelle, I actually want you to go first on this one, right? Let's break the ice with the new family member, right?
All right.
So let me ask y'all this, man. How do you identify red flags? How do you go about identifying?
So there's two ways to identify red flags.
Okay.
One, either you learn from somebody else's experiences or you went through some stuff yourself and now you know. So to me, that's how you identify red flags, also based on like what you want to come out of the situation, right? Like what's your intention with it? I mean, that would be it for me. But at the end of the day, it's either your gut feeling or the Holy Spirit telling you something ain't right.
I like that. And keeping with the ladies first, BK, tell the people how you identify red flags. How do you go about it?
It's all in the gut. It almost hits you like a cool breeze. You just figure out that, yo, something ain't right. Something in the milk ain't clean. 2 + 2 ain't adding up. It ain't passing the
Something in the
smell
milk.
test.
Some of the milk ain't
Speaking-
clean.
Make it make
Speaking of
sense.
milk, boy, I know a lot about milk right now.
It's all of those. It's something that's going to make you pause and kind of do that. Wait, what? It does not feel right. And I think when those moments come up, you need to find out, is it you or is it them? Because not every red flag that comes up is a dismissal. It might be something for you to learn from. Because sometimes a red flag comes up to test you. Are you going to break your boundaries? And sometimes when you hold on to those boundaries with people, it breaks that flag. It puts that flag in its place, gets it off the field. So that's how I see it.
That's dope. I like that, man. I actually like that. Some in the milk ain't right. So Chief Geek, Tarmel, man, how do you identify red flags, man? How do you go about it?
When I feel like I'm when I'm making excuses for my actions. You know what I mean? Like,
that's good.
That's real good.
Usually you kind of know when you align. And, you start finding, you talk to friends, most of y'all, the people I talk to, you start making excuses. That's when because in the moment, I live in audibles, right? That's part of my spiritual walk where I'm always bow, bow, bow. So what would be a red flag to somebody else is an opportunity to me.
Right, pivoting.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm pivoting all the time. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, it wasn't supposed to work. And this is why. Boom, because this gonna work, right? But I usually know, like I'm talking to my mom, I'm talking to one of y'all, and I'm making excuses for my actions. It's like it almost happens for me in retrospect. It's like, you don't really believe what you're saying. Or why not? You know what I'm saying? And so that's my perspective on it.
That's dope, man. I actually like that because it focuses on the ability to be flexible in the awareness lane. You know what I'm saying? I really like that. Money Measy, Money Mike.
Yo,
how you go about red flags?
My first answer was going to be something that you're not used to, but that's not always a bad thing either. So I was sitting here thinking and listening to you guys, and I'm like, for me to identify red flags is things that you're not willing to tolerate, or, and I hate to say it, past trauma that brings something back that you have to identify with as well that you wasn't willing to take back then, so you're not going to take it now.
That's dope, man. So
love it.
For me, red flags, right? I wrote a couple notes as I was thinking about this, man. So to me, red flags are signs that lead to cross boundaries. You know what I'm saying? That's why they serve. It's a warning along the way, right? And the two words that come to mind for me are reference and governance, right? Tarmel and I went to a machinist school, Focus Hope Machinist Training Institute out of Detroit, Michigan, right? We had an instructor named Mr. Freeman. He taught us about relevance, or reference.
Reference.
Yeah, taught us about reference. He said, the back of the room because there's a front of the room.
the front of the room because there's a middle of the room, right? So it's all about reference. And the reason why I bring that up is because governance, right? So I try to govern myself in the word of God, right? And let it dictate both my compass and my measuring tape, right? So think of it like this. If there's a family of thieves, right? You got mama thief, you got daddy thief, you got this, junior thief and the daughter thief, right? Now, if the son finds a girl, dates a girl, she's a thief, that's not a red flag to a family of thieves. But it's because their system is built on being thieves, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really about what they govern themselves in. So the way I identify red flags are what my governance is, right? What does my integrity say? How do I build my belief system? Those things that are outside of that are to me what can be red flags. And then it's also common sense. Got to use some common sense. Got to use your awareness. I don't think God didn't make us to be zombies. He wants us to apply the word. And, it says in the Bible, in all things, get an understanding. So, I think that's, it's all about the system. Red flags can be very relative based on the system that you have, built in place. But that leads me to my next question.
I like that, Brody.
Appreciate that.
That's powerful.
Appreciate that, bro. That leads me to my next question for y'all, because it's one thing to identify red flags, right? And I'm gonna start with you on this one, Tarmel.
Come on with it.
Once you identify them, how do you Chief Geek, excuse me, pardon me, how do you handle those red flags?
Man, so once you identify them, man. So back in the day, it used to just be repenting and apologizing to people that I might have, hurt in the process, right? But now, man, because we're in the path of leadership, it's a little more complicated than that, because that means sometimes you got to undo big decisions. You know what I'm saying? That involves a lot of other people. You know what I mean? And so now I got to pray for guidance and wisdom on how to navigate the decisions I've made, but I feel like they might not have been the correct ones.
I like that.
That's good.
And it's not just leading myself or people at work, but my family. You know what I mean? Even my sons be watching, bro, and they record everything. You know what I'm saying? They be like, yo, Dad, but you said, yeah, but I changed my mind. That ain't good enough.
Right.
They want to know why. Bro, you the sodas on A. Now here you go talking about B. You know what I'm saying? Like,
good.
and I taught them to challenge me on that level.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And so you can't just flip a switch.
Gotcha.
You got to walk it back. And I'm trying to say this jewel for the code, man. But end of the day, you got to see the God in your mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You got to see him in it. I'm going to stop right there.
Yeah, I'm going to need that code.
Yeah, we're going to need that later on, man. I can't wait to hear that. Lashelle, let me ask you. Because so far we got in consistency, handling red flags with consistency. That's what I got from what Tarmel said so far. But, Lashelle, how do you handle red flags? You already identified them. Now, how do you handle them?
So what I'm seeing is that there's two sides of this coin. We're talking about internal and external. So internal red flags, that means they have to deal with you. So if you are dealing with something and you see it within yourself or within your marriage as a red flag, you got to trace that back and figure out why you handled the decision the way you did or made the decision that you did. So that takes self-work. External red flags, so meaning red flags you see in other people. I am a very grace-filled person. Back in the day when I was dating, I was like a 2 strikes out girl. So address the red flag.
Hold on, wait.
2 of them.
2 strikes?
2 strikes. 2 strikes. Yeah, 3 too much. 2 strikes. 2 strikes you out. Right. So I bring it up.
So much for grace.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't think 2 strikes is grace when you dating?
One thing for certain, 2 strikes you out.
Right.
Go ahead.
But as a married woman, when stuff comes up in my marriage, address it right away. Address it right away, dig real deep, get down to the root of it, and then that way you extinguish it and you don't have to deal with it 9 times out of 10 anymore. But if you do think it's going to be a problem, then you have ongoing conversation. We talk to our wise counsel, and then we seek counseling beyond that. And that's how you handle your red flags in a marriage.
I like those. Internal, external. That's super dope. Consistency, internal, external. Money Mike.
Yo,
How
for me, you address it head on. Whether you're dating, whether you gathering information, as you know what we was brought up on, Marcel.
Right. Pastor Patrick.
Yeah. So it's you address it because it's like you don't want to get to a place where it's like, oh yeah, you're telling yourself she'll change, he'll change. Oh, there's just a little season they're going through, and then you're 2 years, 3 years in, and those patterns are still a problem. So you have to address them head on early, whether it's, hey, do you realize you're like this, or to where like however you have to say it, you have to address some things head on.
That's
For
good.
real.
Right too.
Yeah, I like that, man. So head on. BK. You early in this relationship now.
I am, but I'm a veteran in relationships. So
punching people and stuff.
Right.
So I will say, noticing the red flags and how to deal with them comes at different levels at your growth and what you're willing to accept. Earlier in the beginning, I was quick to cuss somebody. I cut you at your knees and leave you crawling. Like it was quick. Then at some point in time, I figured maybe I'm doing this wrong. And I gave too much grace to the point where I broke boundaries. Now I'm somewhere in between. I'll press pause on you, let you think about it while I think about it, and then reflect. Like, is it them or is it me? Am I dealing with this properly, or am I being over dramatic, or are they trying to get over on me? And then realizing like, okay, let's see how they react when I hold my boundary, because my boundary is a standard. So if I hold to my standard, stay stuck to my boundary, is this red flag actually a red flag? Or is this them testing me? Because in my experience, a man is going to be a man. Don't jump on me. A man's going to be a man. If he's going to test the limits, he's going to want to know how far this woman is going to let him go, because he wants what he wants. And pretty much like he wants what he wants and he wants it now. So if you hold strong to that boundary and you kind of just place it at, no, I'm not breaking on this. This is what it is. Either you want it or you don't. And you'll find that some men will walk because they really didn't want the long term or the actual benefit from it. They just wanted the right now from it. Whereas some men, they want growth. They want prosperity. They want something further, the longevity to it. And so in realizing that, then they realize, let me check myself, because maybe this is worth something much more than I can see. Wow. And they endure it.
Okay.
And they grow from that moment.
Powerful.
Yeah, I like that one too, man. So that one was more about accountability, man. Y'all got some great takes on this, all that I plan to use, to be honest with y'all.
I want to say this though. What I did notice is the women went more into relationships, red flags, and the men were more general so far.
Yeah.
I mean, we can switch it. I can go general.
What overall? No, I know, but the immediate attraction was that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting.
Right. It's almost like the connotation, right? When you think red flags, what do you think of? Yeah,
right.
That's a good observation.
Yeah. Like I think my leadership style, you know what I mean? But the women was thinking like, yo, dating process and choosing the right partner in life.
Yep. Now I'll tell you. So, as I thought on this subject, I had an approach and God changed mine. my initial approach was, hey, the soul is made up of the mind, the will, the intellect, your emotions, your imagination. So if you're handling red flags with those, then you might be on the wrong path, right? And God was like, nah, ain't about that. I wrote a rhyme about my wife a long time ago, and it part of it was somehow every red flag looked green to me. It made me go fast, maybe go past your past thinking something like this don't last, right? That was 26, 27-year-old me who who didn't know how to recognize or handle red flags at the time. But I've been married almost 14 years now, so me being naive kind of paid off, right? But as I grow and mature in my relationship with God, I come across scriptures like this. Psalm 119, 105. Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. So when I think of how I should handle anything that I'm not sure how to handle of, is consult with God before every step. You know what I'm saying? If I would have engaged and used that principle at 26, 27, would I still have married my wife or dated her? I don't know. Right. But everything has a season. You get what I'm saying? And so to truly tell someone how to handle the red flags, there's no set way, right? You just got 5 different approaches and perspectives on how to do this. You know what I'm saying? There's no set way. It's the season that you're in, handle it as responsibly as you can, and that's truly it, right? The outcome that's supposed to be the outcome will be the outcome. What needs to
Word.
change will change, and what matters most never changes. You get what I'm
Word.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Brilliant.
that's just the overall perspective, man. And so Lashelle, I know it's your first show, but we got to dive right in with you. We ripping band-aids off.
Let's go.
So let's do this, man. Let's hop into some real world red flag examples, man, and
Oh
tell the
boy.
let's hop into this issue unplugged with you. Um, can we go ahead and do that now? What y'all
Yes,
think? Can we
let's
hop
do it.
into that now?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
go
let's hop
for it.
into that now because we doing good on time. Let's hop into that now. Issue unplugged.
All
What you
right.
got for us? Tell the people about that.
So the issue unplugged is a post, so a real life question from real life people. And today's question is: you just started dating someone, and their ex approaches you to give you advice on them. Would you listen?
Hmm.
Who wants to take that?
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'm in. I'm in.
Let's get it.
I'm talking about immediately. No, I'm just joking.
All right.
No, man. Uh, you know, actually, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even be interested in it. Um, just because I would feel like, their experience with me should be something separate from what it is with you. And you're part of the past, and I'm the present for a reason. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, who gave you like the magic potion to be able to, you know what I mean? Like, validate my relationship or my experience with this person, bro. You was a bum. You know what I'm
So let's
saying?
flip the
Just
script though.
he was
Let's
a
say
bum. He was like you was a bum. Like,
You so-
like
let's say it's the woman you're dating.
mhm.
Let's say it's their ex that comes to you.
That's what I'm talking about. He was a bum.
Okay, so you're not listening to him.
Hmm.
Why would I listen? No, like who told you you can even speak to me about? You
He's
feel
the
me? Like you
ex.
lost.
He's the
It's
hater.
that. It's that.
Yeah, he's the
You
hater.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, of course.
he's supposed to have a negative perspective on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like that's no. And let me just say this. I don't care about her flaws. I don't care about her mistakes. You know what I mean? That was before me.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm here to insert my version of me into her, that and because of that, it's gonna bring a difference in the way she walk, her cadence, the way she speak, how she dominate her lane. before me, she wasn't supposed to be able to do that.
Yeah, I like that.
Touche.
Right.
That's that cocky code.
Hey, Kaiki, that's walking in it, bro.
She might have been that way with you, but she gonna be a different woman with me. Okay.
You did. BK, what you got, man? What you doing?
How dare you have me follow up this man after that? That's not even right.
After you the name called me, I'm glad it's your turn next.
No, but it's pretty much everything Tarmel said. Like I wouldn't take the advice. It's like, for what? You had a different person at that time. Like you not in that seat for a reason. So any advice you give me is spoiled. I don't want that. And I wouldn't want him to take the advice of somebody who's not with me, because more than likely he was a hater to begin with. So why would you want that? Stay confident in your lane and let's keep doing what we doing. Don't let the devil work in between this, because we're going to have enough issues between this on our own without having to listen to outside help.
Word.
True story.
Word. I'll take it next, man. Look, so this is the things we done left out so far. I'm gonna keep it 100. Like my homie Crick Mac would say, we're gonna keep it 55th Street. so look, man, couple things. First off, I gotta be honest. It kind of depends on who broke up with who, right? That's one thing. I gotta keep it 100.
Are you serious?
I gotta keep it 100. It depends on who broke up with who.
Something.
You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, now if homie approached me verbally, then it's now I don't want to hear this. But if somebody then sent something to my inbox and it's a long text, I'm probably gonna read it. You dig what I'm saying? And what's crazy is, what if some of the things they said in this story, right? Because I done read it, right? Is aligning with some of the red flags that I'm seeing with the person now.
You said you didn't read it.
Yeah, I'm saying at this point I done read it, because I'm telling you. So look, if somebody sends me a long, inbox,
I thought we had like a practical example. Oh, okay.
I'm saying no, I ain't got nothing. So
you said you reading the novel, huh?
Yeah, I'm reading. I'm gonna check it out, because
I ain't
gonna lie.
Hey man, the nosy in me, man. I'm reading.
We all gonna read it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
I'm sharing it too.
Yeah, right. Ooh. To the homies. Hey man, you ain't gonna believe
that. You ain't gonna believe this.
You ain't gonna believe what I got this morning. Man, look what I woke up. Hey, so this how I go. You call the person first, right? And then you text them the conversation as you talking to them and say, yo, look what I just got, cuz. Look at that text I just sent you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, now if you be like, yo, man, your girl won't stop calling me, bro. She just called me.
Yeah, see, yeah,
money might. You guys do it too.
Yeah,
levels.
It's not all of us. They do it too.
What you doing,
Mike? Okay. Mike, you in your head?
Yeah, Mike. What up?
Mike look like you in your head.
That hit a nerve, Mike.
No, listen, a hit dog or holler, and I ain't yelling. So, what I want to say first is, to answer the question is, can't nobody tell me about you but you. Right? That's what I will say. Now, it is funny to hear Marcel answer, because Marcel, right? I used to date a female back in the day, and she was a swinger. And Marcel used to try to, bro, you can't judge on that, man. You gotta get for what you know out of her.
Where's this going, Mike? Where's this going, Mike?
Should have called me, Mike.
What I'm saying is, it all depends on what that past had. Swinging, that ain't something you can just shake off out in a new relationship. Some of that stuff is just, I don't care if we went to church, we prayed about it, we poured a bottle of oil on you. That kind of stuff, you just, hey. So it's just very strange to hear that. What I will say is that it do determine what it is. I will be honest. And let's be honest, Fonz and Tarmel will tell you. I mean, Fonz and Marcel.
Fonz and Tarmel.
Well, all three of y'all. Bro, I got some dirt. And for me to say this, yeah.
God made dirt money.
Hey, listen.
So I mean, yeah, like definitely context plays a huge role in this. But am I listening? Yes. Am I acting upon and taking the advice? Maybe, maybe not. That depends on what I see. But I've had real life examples where my mother, she might not want me to put that out there, but oh well, we being transparent,
What's up,
right?
Mom? How you doing, Mom?
So long time
You're in a
ago,
safe
she
place.
told one of my siblings' mothers not to get involved with my father, and because she is mutual friends with, like, there's some friendship there with like one of her cousins or something. So, and you know, it was solid advice. I saw a lot of stuff growing up, and she probably should have took my mom's advice, and my mom wasn't being facetious or anything. She was like, hey, you're my friend's little cousin. I'm trying to let you know what's up. Otherwise, I wouldn't say nothing. So I'm listening and I am discerning. And then I'm going to move forward with how I want to handle that situation.
I think
Give
it
me the
also
tea.
depends on how much time you've had with this person by the time you get that news.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, are you going to chance it really? Like, let's say, you know, you on your third date and old girl or old boy come out of like the restaurant bathroom and just slide it to the table and tell you while they gone. Wouldn't you kind of pause for a second? I would probably dip.
Yeah.
Sound like
Like
you
that
allowing
early
seeds to be
thing?
planted.
What?
So,
Sound like you're allowing them seeds to be planted in your mind, BK.
Yeah, that early, I'm like,
Hey.
yeah. But after I've gotten a chance to know the person, then it's probably like, I'm a bookmark that. I'm a bookmark that for, you know, review later. But
so
See,
this
me,
goes
I'm
to
the
my. This
opposite.
goes. Oh, go ahead.
I probably bookmark it in the beginning and then be like, let me see if I see any of those flags.
That's not
So.
fair.
So I gotta say this.
Not,
I
that's
gotta.
not fair.
I gotta say this, guys, and this is to my premise for the whole conversation, right? And you know, y'all brought up Pastor Pat, so I gotta bring up Bishop. You know
For
what
sure.
I mean? Bishop
Bishop
Ben
Ben.
Javert, rest in peace, man. But you know, I met with him one-on-one, and you know, I was telling him like I'm really interested in this girl, and y'all, you know, some of y'all know who she is, and but I was like, but, and he just looked at me. He said, "You gotta decide if you're hearing God's voice or not about her."
After all that,
Yeah.
It's a decision that you just flat out have to make about what it is that you got to do next. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's about. Like, I believe that everybody that y'all date, we date, you, they all got mountains that feel like they too tall for us to climb. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it ain't about that. It's about you understanding the purpose. And if that relationship is built for the mission, and if you sold out enough to get over that mountain, they filthy as you are. Stop acting like you ain't filthy.
right? I like that too.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro. It's about if y'all can get in the same place and realize that this is your moment and y'all gonna do something great with it. And if you there and they ain't there, then nah. But if y'all both there and all y'all need is a chance to get it right, let's go.
That's fire, man.
hey, let the church say amen.
Yeah, amen. Super
That was
dope, man.
good.
See,
There you
I'll
have
give
it.
you.
Go ahead.
Oh,
No,
I
you
was
got
gonna
more.
say,
Let's go.
I'll give you another example. I had a red flag with my husband, and
Ooh, just one? That's all?
Right.
honestly, yes, just one.
Match
Just
made in heaven.
And my red flag was that my husband has a lot of sisters by bond. Where I'm from, men are very intentional about what they want, and they want one thing. So anytime you hear female friend, that means they hanging around, they planting their seeds, they smooth talking their way in so they get what they want.
Yeah.
So
somebody wants somebody in a relationship.
So when I husband and he told me about all these sisters, I was like, okay, noted. We gonna see. Turns out he's a great, honest man. They are sisters by bond. And because of the cultural difference with where he's from, they have sisters and brothers by bond. Where I'm from, you know, people very intentional about what they want, and they typically want one thing. He made sure that he nurtured relationships between me and his sisters so that we can really get to know each other. And so, you know, trust was built through that. And I have my own relationship with his sisters as well. So see, it was a red flag for me, but it wasn't, it was a red flag because of my experiences.
Yep.
That's dope, man.
Yep.
So there you have it, man.
Yep.
Issue Unplugged with Lashelle. It looks like that's gonna get pretty juicy, pretty dope this
I like
season.
that. I like that segment a lot.
Yeah, that's super dope. Because Mike started talking, and I didn't know where he was going. Seriously, you know, I thought we was gonna have to cut real fast. But issue unplugged. Now, before we get out of here, man, because Tarmel, you've been dropping nuggets along the way, the entire episode, bro. This entire show, you've been dropping nuggets. But
I got lucky.
Is there code? You told us you had code for us. Did you give all the code away by now, or do you have some code for us? Do you got more for us to wrap this up, man?
I do. I got something for us to wrap it up, man.
Let's hear it, man.
All
what
right.
up?
This is our first one. So, and I just had a baby, so y'all gotta let me read from my notes. All right, don't check this out though. This is what he gave me on this one. The red flag is more of an alert for you to activate your superhero features. God always wants his chosen ones where the trouble is. He is always and will always be in the business of showing his ability to overcome mountains, anguish, and trouble. He don't equip you for you to stay out of trouble. He equipped you for you to overcome it. So what that means is those tingly spider senses you getting don't mean you're supposed to back out of it. The world needs a hero. It means, it's time for you to use that gift I gave you to overcome it, because my grace and my mercy is about to shine. Each one of y'all is a red flag to him. What if he would have bagged out of y'all?
That's good.
Yeah.
We supposed to walk in his image.
Come on, bro.
Those red flags is for us to rise to the occasion, lock in, be an example, and dominate. So they can say, now that has got the hand of God on it.
That's good.
Or you could just go run and be safe. I don't know. You know what I mean? Don't be a superhero for nothing, man. That's my one too.
Super cold. You did?
Yeah, job
man,
well done.
That's the code with Tarmel, man. So look, before we got in here, I got notes. You know I take notes every episode because y'all say so much dope stuff that I want people to. I don't even know how I can follow the code. That's why mine are so lighthearted on purpose, because that's too dope. First thing is, man, something in the milk ain't right. Something in the milk ain't right.
Something in the milk ain't right.
Something in the milk ain't right. If you find yourself saying something in the milk ain't right, it might be a red flag. Another thing is, man, so we thank God that Lashelle is now married, because she used to be a 2-strike killer. You dig? That's all you get, man. That's all you used to get. 2 strikes. No 3 you
Strike
out.
2.
You out. Straight 2 and you out of there. You dig? And then one of the dopest things that we heard is, man, red flags are designed to activate your superpower. And that's fire. You dig? That's real fire. So again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Lay hands on it. Follow us on the gram, GMD Podcast. You know we on Instagram now. You know the podcast is jumping. Make sure you check out last season. Follow us all. You know I'm going to have all our IG handles in the description. And, man, it's going to be a fun season. We're going to get into a lot. We're going to have some fun. We're going to cry. We're going to laugh. We're going to smoke and joke. We're going to drink and think. Is that appropriate for this show?
Yeah,
cigar. We're going to smoke cigar.
It is. So we're going to have a good time. And, again,
debatable.
Look. We're going to have to get Lashelle up to speed. But y'all know GMD is all on us.
I know.